We're laying out a stair stringer using a 7.5-inch rise or riser at 10-inch tread. So we're going to place the EzSquare on the edge of the board and trace 7.5 inches and 10 inches. This is going to help us in two ways. The first way, we're going to measure between the 2 points. That's going to give us our hypotenuse or our diagonal. In this case, we have 12.5 inches. The second reason why we laid these points down is later we're going to set the square to those angles that we scribed. So now we're going to take the leading edge of the stringer and mark 12.5-inch increments all the way down our workpiece. If we were to lay out 2 or more stringers at the same time, we would lay the increments down the edge of the board. We're starting from the top of the board and working our way all the way down to the bottom, 12.5-inch increments. And this is going to give us the very outside point of our riser and tread. In every stair, every instance, going to have different dimensions, different risers, different runs, and any combination of runs or risers against the stringer and set the angle that we've determined, 7.5-inch rise, 10-inch tread. Now we start at the very top of the stringer and scribe our riser along the 16-inch or the leg of the square or the tongue. Then we connect the body to the next increment down and continue this all the way down the rafter, connecting the riser to the tread. No special settings have to be made. We don't have to align the square over and over again on each side, the body and the tongue. We just press the indicator guide firmly to the bottom of the stringer. The risers are all 7.5 inches. The treads are all 10 inches. When the horizontal tread meets the riser, we have a 10-inch tread, 7.5-inch riser. We're not aligning the increments over and over again. We're just meeting the points that we've marked out previously, the 12.5-inch increments. The EzSquare works whether the guide is pressed along the bottom or the top of the stringer. So when we get to the bottom, we turn the EzSquare over. This is our last riser. Now we have a 7.5-inch riser. We're going to mark 7.5 inches from our last tread and deduct our tread, which in this case is 1.5 inches, and draw our last horizontal line, which is now not the tread but the landing. And now your stairs are completely laid out and ready to cut. The stair stringer is now complete. 7.5-inch rise, 10-inch tread, and the very first riser on the bottom is 1.5 inches smaller to allow and accommodate for the tread. A complicated job made very simple with the EzSquare.